La amarilla, pero no estamos en soccer ahorita. Hey, we just barely finished the game, so dang, Mexico semifinals for the first time.
It was a nail biter.
Yep. It was. I can't believe that catch. Uñas. I know, don't show your fingers, please. You're going to show your nubs.
Casi hasta los dedos me como, you know, because such a nail biter.
Dang. Yeah, it was a crazy catch.
Oh, yeah.
4-0, they were losing.
I know, yeah. Back.
It was the first ending, right? When they were losing 4-0?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, después Puerto Rico couldn't score.
I know, they stopped them for 5 endings.
Yeah.
Nah, that's crazy, man.
Good for Mexico.
I wouldn't see that coming from Mexico, but...
Yeah. And baseball, they're good in baseball now, I guess.
Yeah, it's like an upset, you know? Puerto Rico normally always does good.
They always go to the finals, you know?
Yeah. The last 2 finals.
They lost the last 2. Mm-hmm. Dang. Pues ni modo, Puerto Rico. You guys had to go out.
Yep.
The Mexicans had to go in for the first timer.
Yep.
Así es la vida.
Y vamos por el campeonato.
Hey, Japan.
Japan.
Hey, dude. So you're going to split on that one too, David?
Yeah.
Because, wasn't it Otani?
Otani from the Angels. But then we also have Patrick Sandoval from the Angels in Mexico. So
he's a pitcher, I'm guessing? Because I told you about Urias. Like, no, saquen a ese. You're like, Patrick Sandoval, que lo metan.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be good. You know, Japan hasn't lost a game, so.
Oh, at all, huh? They were playing last night cuando andaba ahí chequeando la internet. Estaban jugando a las 11 de la noche, ¿que no? Or it was already a replay?
I think it was a replay.
Yeah, they start like at 3 in the morning, I think, the games. Over there in Japan. 3 morning from here.
Yeah.
So where's going to be the finals? Because I know ya está y después.
En Miami.
Dang.
So vamos a tener que ir a Miami.
So it was...
Si nos lleva la producción de last one y nos vamos.
20% nomás. Después de lo demás. So it was Arizona and Miami? Is that what I heard, kind of? Or no, am I wrong?
So they played in China. I think it was China. And then Japan. Phoenix, and Miami. Dang. So there was 4 different groups.
Yeah.
And those 4 groups, they had their own little stadium to play at.
Yep.
But it's going to be basically Europe against U.S., like North, like the New Age America or whatever, the Western, como le dicen.
No, pues ya nomás quedan one.
No, but I'm saying like they're going to be playing each other, like the Western and Europe, or is it just basically Western
right
Championship?
It's just quarterfinals. Well, this one was quarterfinals. Yeah, the semifinals is the next one. So each, I think like Japan played Korea.
They had I think most of the Asian teams on that.
No, yeah, like
because they had Italy too. Italy.
So básicamente lo que quería decir, like I thought like Europe was gonna play by itself, like find out who's the best one from there, and then basically go against the West side, meaning us, North America, South America. But no, because right now it's Cuba, whoever wins tomorrow, USA, and then it's Japan. Yeah. So literally, it's not like that.
Yeah, because también like in the grupo de Mexico, it was Mexico, USA, and luego estaba Great Britain or Inglaterra. Mm-hmm. So it was like...
And Colombia?
Yeah, in Colombia.
Y perdieron
and Canada.
Colombia,
yeah. Hey, but Colombia beat Mexico in that first game. It was... Everybody thought they were going to do good. It was an upset.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really hear Colombia. I mean, I've never really heard Colombia for baseball.
Yeah, not for baseball.
Más en soccer. Pero pues, ya también, yeah. They weren't on the Mundial this year, right?
No.
Or was it this year or last year? Last
year.
Yeah.
So, pues ni modo. But hey, guys, well, thank you for clicking on this video. I know we kind of started a little bit different this time because we were so happy we just finished the game. Que pasó Mexico for the first time to the semifinals. So yeah, go Mexico.
Yeah.
And everybody that, I was telling Eric, like I didn't know that guy that made the catch, he was Cuban.
Oh yeah.
But he became
naturalizado.
Last year.
Yep. He loved Mexico so much that he's like, aquí me quedo.
Yeah, Eric was saying he played in Tijuana.
Yeah.
So ya no está ahí, ¿o qué?
No, he plays over here now in Tampa Bay. Yeah, but I think he started in Cuba and then he played in Mexico. And then, pues ya lo trajeron para acá.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, hablando de juegos, guys, I did go to the basketball game on Sunday, Lakers against the Knicks.
Oh.
Y apenas hablamos de esto, David. ¿Qué crees que me pasó?
Perdieron los Lakers y
Pues
te fuiste
eso
enojado.
ya se sabe, pero no salí enojado.
No tuviste para el hot dog after the game.
Te comiste 2 hot dogs.
No te alcanzó para el hot dog.
Es que me asustaba la otra vez que nada en Fuerza Reída. No sé si les dije, pero $30 por hot dog me cobraron. So, nada, aprendí esta vez.
$30?
Te llevaste los tuyos mejor.
Ya quisiera. Ahí, nah, but support the vendors, guys.
Yeah.
All the vendors there. You can photograph or shirts. And it's crazy how close they're with the arena. Like, they don't really worry no more.
They don't take them, kick them out no more.
No.
Sorry to
No, you're good.
go off on something else, but it's to do with the vendors.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know they started selling like beers and shots and stuff like that.
I've seen
Yeah, I've seen it
beers.
too.
Yeah. I
But
was like,
shots,
what?
no.
I don't think they're supposed to. Though.
No.
I
Te
think
la
that's
venden
on the
así todo
side.
bien escondido.
Bien discretamente,
Yeah.
supuestamente, but nah.
Yeah.
But hey.
La gente la compra. So
Speaking about
making
that,
money.
funny story. When I went to go see Karim Leon, sorry you guys.
No, keep going.
When I went to go see Karim Leon, llevábamos una mochilita, like hielera, to pregame, and I got off with it, and then some vendor comes up to me and he's like, oh, hey, tenemos cervezas and this and that. And I'm like, le iba a decir lo mismo, yo también las ando vendiendo.
Le preguntó cuánto las vende para venderlas más baratas.
Competencia.
Yeah. Dang.
So you got off
crazy.
with the backpack?
Yeah, I got off because we were going to meet up with some other friends, and yeah,
But you couldn't take it inside.
Yeah, no, you couldn't take it
okay.
inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing, just like freaking Sosa, I'm guessing you just left the backpack anywhere?
No, we left it in the car. You know.
So you went back and left it in
Yeah.
the car and then went inside the
Yeah.
event. Okay. Nah, pues está. ¿Cómo estuvo el concert? Ya que te dijiste, estabas Karim León.
Oh, estuvo bien. It was good, nomás que como que su sonido no sirve muy bien and nada, no se escuchaba like everything.
Well, I'm going to tell you, but Junior just went to the one in Toyota y el sound was good. He showed me a video.
Oh, yeah?
Y estaba bueno.
Well, Toyota's smaller too.
Nah, it's almost the same size.
No, like I think like the Toyota, the upper side, it looks closer, you know. Because I went to go see Maná at that same place, and that sounded good.
But what if they use this? I mean, they don't use the sound of the venue, right? They take
I
their
think
own sound.
they bring their own sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bueno,
So,
pues
I
el
don't know,
punto
whatever.
que they sound
El
better.
punto fue
there.
que ya fui a bailar la boda del Huitlacoche. Ya.
¿Y si la bailaste?
Yeah, well, it was packed, you know. So
Ahí,
ahí nomás en
elbows.
parado de elbows, yeah.
Nah, pues está bien. But, okay, so with that, it's almost the same thing. So we were sitting, and I guess me persigue. So we were sitting, you know, and all of a sudden some guy trips over with a beer, and I thought he threw up. Like literally, he freaking went to
We were
our.
just talking about that.
We went to our line,
Uh-huh.
and honestly, yo también ya estaba entrado y tenía como unas 6 beers, tall cans. So yeah,
Te iban a dar un
un premio,
certificado.
un premio, sí.
Por las más chéveres.
No, but that's the problem, porque pues yo creo eran 3, era la mamá y las hijas, yo creo, al lado de nosotros, y pues yo creo mirándonos que tanta chévere, dicen, no, esto no viene a puro borracho, and then that guy literally fell on them, but I thought literally that he threw up, but I guess not. He just fell and he dropped his drink all over them. And the lady's like, oh no. And I was like, yo también, like, I thought, you know, he was going to fall because we were up in the...
Like the top deck?
on the nosebleeds, como le dicen.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, what if this guy's falls? Because we were only 3 lines. So she was making a big reckless, you know, because I thought he was going to fall over. But no, she was like, oh, no, you got me all wet. People, call security, please. Call them. And we were at the end, so we had to get up and go. Pero se le escapó el guy.
Dang.
Like, yeah, but he was literally like just sitting there like, he was like gone. I was like, dang.
Luego tan caras que están las cervezas.
$17 now.
Man.
Se le subieron.
That's crazy.
Pero ahí anda uno todavía comprándolas. You know?
Es que están buenas.
Uno más una, 6.
Yeah, at the end of the night, you're like, dang, how many did I drink?
No hagan la cuenta, por favor.
Al último andas like, damn. That's what happens with me, you know. Like, I'll go, and sorry, Eric,
No, you're good.
Yeah, when I go to that stuff,
That's why you took your backpack.
y luego me agarro like buying people drinks, you know. Like,
Ay, yo no sabía esa. Yo cuando he ido contigo nunca me has comprado una.
no, when we went to the Angels game, you remember? We were like, all of us, you know, pitching in and stuff. I got this round and this and
Sí,
that. Pero yeah, no more.
Damn. Thought it was gonna be
No,
next chance.
Cuando quieras ir.
Doesn't invite us to the next one.
Yeah, I'll invite you guys to the next one.
Okay, ya dijiste. Yo siempre te he dicho, let's go to your house. Y no se hace, ¿sabes? Por eso no te digo.
Es que no he dicho cuándo.
Te invito siempre. So yeah, that happens on the LA game. And then, so ya pueden imaginarse con 6 tall cans. Allá andábamos por todo freaking Staples Center going around. And we saw Davis the Tank y el Ryan Garcia.
Oh,
the boxers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
they were
wow.
getting their cars on I guess it's like Bel-Air. Or
Oh,
Bel-Air.
okay.
So they were at the
them.
game también?
Yeah.
Oh,
We
wow.
were at the game, and at first we were like, what the heck? Who's there? Because there was people like taking pictures and stuff. And I was able to look, and I was like, oh, that's Tank Davis. And they're like, who? And I was like, Tank Davis, a boxer. And then pues ya se metió. And later on, pues yeah, I was like, whatever, hay que quedarnos un ratito, who else we see. And then Ryan came out.
Oh, damn.
And I was like, let's go Victorville. Y se quedó bien callado. And I was like, come on, bro. Like,
Wow.
nobody tells you Victorville and you're not going to represent your destination you came from.
Yeah.
So then Margarita Challenged by Mar. Ya se va metiendo y ya está metido en Margarita and Margaret Challenged by Mar. She was like, look at the camera right here. He's like,
Oh, really?
yeah. Yeah, maybe I posted up right here for you guys, but it was funny.
Oh, yeah, posted.
Yeah, so aquí lo miramos. Ahí andábamos de nomás paparazzis.
Well, he's fighting soon, no?
Yeah, they're gonna on the 22nd of April.
Yeah.
That's a good fight. Good to see it. A ver qué pasa.
Yeah.
A ver si la miran.
How was the game, though? Like, was it good? Did you leave mad? ¿Te fuiste temprano? Did you stay the whole game?
Nah, but it was my
¿Qué comiste?
birthday, bro. How
¿No
was
te
I gonna be
malpasaste?
mad? It was my birthday. That's why I was drinking those 6 tall cans.
Oh, yeah, your birthday, yeah.
Why was I gonna be mad? Yeah, I mean, being my 2 favorite cities, New York and LA, so it was fun.
But your favorite player wasn't playing. That's why you were probably a little bit mad. LeBron James.
Number 6.
He doesn't have the cast no more.
Ya pronto regresa, no te preocupes, Lorenzo.
Honestly, I think they're gonna lose when he comes back. Even worse.
No faith.
Nah, no podemos con el LeBron. But a ver qué. And hablando de eso, did you guys hear recently? You know why Wiggins is out from Colin State?
I heard he's out, but I don't know why. Somebody said
You
that
guys don't
it's
know why
pretty
yet?
serious,
No,
no?
I
Or
don't
something
know.
like that? I don't know what happened, but
So which ones hurts the most, guys? So los rumores are because family situation, right? That's what they said. I think it was like before the All-Star game or a little bit before. So ahora
Like family
salió,
problems or something? Okay.
Ahora salió que the girlfriend cheated on him with his bro and he had a baby with him, basically. She made him believe it was his. I'm not sure, but I don't know if it's a second kid with her. So, por eso se la comió bonito.
Dang, he looks such a nice guy, you know?
Well, too bad. I guess las girls don't le gustan los nice guys.
Dang.
We gotta be rebel.
We gotta be rebellish now.
Hey, but so which one would hurt the most? Finding out a girl cheated on you or your boy cheated on you?
I feel like I'd be the boy.
Yeah. Because that's your guy, you know?
Yeah. Like you probably talked to this guy when you were like getting to know this girl. Like, hey, look, you know.
Y le va y le dice like all the problems maybe that they're having, you know?
Or maybe like, you know, he went up to him for advice on stuff.
Yeah.
And this guy's behind his back doing something. I wouldn't be upset. I would be upset at both of them.
Yeah, I mean both of them. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But both of them are pretty bad.
That's a difficult one. Like which one, right? But I mean,
I just feel like I would be more mad at the guy, at my boy, because I know you longer than this girl.
That's a good pointer. I mean, if you know the guy more than the girl, maybe you can give that.
But I wouldn't be with the girl like I would like también, you know, like.
And then for you to call him your boy, that's like, you know, you don't call anybody. It's just like, you know.
It's a toughie situation, but I think, for example, if you kind of would know if this girl would do that to you, no? Like, obviously, there's going to be red flags to show that this can happen. Or, again, we don't know the situation of her side either.
Yeah.
So, you know, but like you being with someone, you kind of should know, like, this person could do this to me.
Yeah.
I mean, same thing, because maybe she tells you her life and the situations she's went through, and you're like, okay. And then maybe she likes going to club every weekend, and, you know.
Or maybe she gets tired because he's always on the road, traveling with the team.
But still, it's better just to leave him, right? Yeah. Just be like, hey, I'm not happy, and then just go. Like,
true.
Do your thing.
I would rather, you know, just tell me, you know, straight up, you know, hey, I'm not happy, you know, I think we should just go our different ways. But to go out and cheat, that's
But you crazy. Think, does he fall? I think he's almost like our age, so he falls in our age group, meaning of that stage of like stay with someone until hasta la muerte. So
that's hard.
And it sucks because he was doing good. He had, like, last year, it was, you know, he came out, and then this year they're supposed to be like, oh yeah, he's gonna make a even better.
So I mean, I know it's difficult, and you know, maybe to move on, but like something that he's so passionate about, I feel like he should try and push through it and like still play ball. Maybe just to push, you know, for he doesn't be thinking about this break ship.
Yeah,
just keep on going. Just do something that you love.
Yeah, but I mean, some people are not like that, you know. Mm-hmm. Like this guy maybe like really loved her and it affected him, you know.
He's not coming back at all, right?
Both ways. Yeah,
I think they said he's out for the season.
He's not coming back.
No, for the season.
He's out for the whole season.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I had just read something about that.
Like
everybody was like, "Oh, why is he out?" And I guess somebody's like, "Oh, they interviewed another player. I don't know if it was another player or somebody else." But like, I don't know, he's not coming back for the rest of the year because he's going through some really hard stuff.
Yeah.
And that's all they said.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
But now that you say, I was like, dang.
Yeah, it just came out today. Almost salió, I don't know, but
like he looks like a really nice guy, so I see why it would affect him, you know, like
yeah. But hey, I mean, all of us say boys, we feel like, hey, that's the worst part about it. It's because of bro code, I guess.
Yeah. So you agree también that dolería más about your boy?
Yeah, what's your point of view on this?
Yeah, I mean, I say también, like, you know, and again, I think the person you get with, like, this should be something you talk to that person about. Because, hey, you're not happy with me anymore. Like, let me know and let's move on. Do your thing, but like, let's not get so far to that because, I mean, that's just my opinion. That's why I said that. And then on the bro side is like, I mean, you know bro too, like how he is. So, si es bien desmadroso, you know, pues, you can't
bring him around.
I'm not going to say like don't bring him around, but I mean, I think you could put one and one together, you know. If si esta es desmadrosa and he's desmadroso, like obviously it probably is going to happen. So
right, yeah, that's true.
That's my theory. Again, I'm not saying it's true or not, but I believe so. Yeah. So what about that one? What if you guys have a kid and then I think I would be more mad.
Oh yeah, definitely.
About the girl, not my boy, because I don't know. Well, it goes both ways too, because the guy could have said something.
Bad, it's a hard one either way.
Yeah.
Those duelen, you know, both of them hurt. But
I was just thinking more of like, why did she make me believe it was my kid?
Yeah.
Like, why she waited so long? You know, those are 9 months. Like, you could have told me, hey, this happened.
Yeah.
And it's not your kid. But no, it's born. And
I don't know.
But moving on, I guess.
Me.
You guys have something to say? Nothing else?
No.
Another opinion?
Just happy to be back on this podcast.
Yeah, Dave, did we already thank our viewers and their new subscribers?
I don't think so, no.
No?
Subscribers, we're getting close to meeting our goal.
Getting there.
Poquito a poquito. Es lo bueno.
Ahí va la cosa. Every people are subscribing. You know, they like the content.
Yeah, we're getting the views. It's something that we didn't believe it can happen, and it's happening.
Probably all mine, but all
How
my
many figure
views.
counts that you make for us? Well, for yourself to make us view.
That's just me checking out myself going, dang, I look dumb.
Tampoco, ya estás lista para paparazzi. So, ¿qué te iba a decir? So the Pentagon, if you guys heard this week too, the Pentagon is saying the mothership is coming. Well, it's not coming, but it's sending now smaller UFOs out to our world.
Really?
You guys haven't seen it?
No.
Yeah.
I gotta start reading the news more.
Yeah. So the Pentagon this week, I think it was like Tuesday, they said that they believe there's a ship out there that's going to be sending out more smaller. I don't know.
Chinese
Is it smaller
spies.
UFOs? I mean, can we say they're smaller?
How do we know they're UFOs?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
What if they're not Chinese spies? The balloons.
I'm trying to say balloons now. But why can't we not see pictures of them?
Because
Yeah. Exactly. That's up in the air. We don't know.
there is pictures of them, no?
Like the three stuffs? The three things they shot down? I think there's only
I
one.
haven't seen anything.
Oh,
I just heard that they
never
shot.
I think there's one, maybe the big white one.
I
I
seen
think that's
that
the
one.
one they're saying that's a balloon.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So you guys believe in UFOs? You remember when you saw ET your first timer? That
Yeah.
movie's before us, right? I think it's in the like 80s.
Yeah, that movie's before us.
But I was when yo creo unos 5 years. Were you guys scared when you first saw it?
Believe it or not, I've never seen it.
What?
I just know
Neither have I.
I just know the famous part. You know when he goes off in the bike. And does,
Universal,
E.T. going
right?
Home or something
Yeah, it's
like that.
It's Universal. I was gonna say Disney lovers over here. You don't know, but no, it's Universal.
I just know the main part where the most famous part, but I never seen the movie.
Okay, ¿cómo es?
Pues cuando se van en the bike y empiezan a volar, ¿no?
Yeah, and then
And
the
goes
finger
E.T.
thing.
Go home or something.
Touch fingers, no, or something like that.
Yeah. And then you just made me remember I do that too. I wasn't even thinking it was from ET. Dang. So, yeah, it was kind of crazy. I mean, for me, it was. 'Cause I was like, what the heck? What if it, really happens?
Did it make you start thinking about like if there's really
Aliens
out there?
that are gonna come and be your friend, and then you're gonna take.
Because I'm sure you saw
Nah,
it when
nah.
you were younger.
Yeah, not the friend situation, no. But more of like why, like if there was really stuff out there like that. Nah, just the spaceship, the way it looked.
Yeah.
But nothing like that. I knew they weren't gonna be friendly, that's for sure. Why you guys think the bodies like that though? I mean, from the pictures that we see, the big heads and big skinny arms.
They probably have a big old brain, and they have that big old head. These.
Pero qué cachuchas te cargas, porque yo creo que estamos nosotros también aquí y no sabemos nada.
Maybe I'm an alien.
A ver, desaparece algo aquí.
No, yeah. I mean, I've never seen the movie, but there was always movies coming out. Like I remember there was this like scary documentary. Supposedly it was on aliens, and they would like. I remember seeing that when I was little. I don't remember the name of it or anything like that, but it was a scary documentary talking about aliens and like it got in somebody's house and this and that. Like
That sounds like ET, bro.
and like they were like pointing lasers and I don't know what other crazy stuff, but
Well, believe it or not, there is an alien movie, like también like by the like actual alien movie, not like ET type.
like Alien, isn't it called Alien?
Yeah, Alien, and I just seen it. Like the rating, it has pretty good rating. For
Yeah.
being an old movie like that. I think it has like an 8 out of 10. So that's a pretty up there rating. So maybe I'll watch it now.
There was this one of my coworkers told me about this movie that's based on a true story on aliens and how some guy like got abducted and like this stuff. That is a really scary movie. I forgot the name of it.
Dang, drop down below.
I'll
maybe,
drop
hopefully.
it down. But it's like supposedly based on a true story. But it's like really scary that people I remember I was watching the preview for it, and all the comments said, "This has been the scariest movie I've seen," and this and that. And
I wonder if it trips them out. Like, dang, what if it really happens?
Yeah.
well, it's based on a true story.
Well,
so
true.
But is it like a recent or like
yeah,
a
like
viejita?
no, it's like recent.
Yeah. It's a
yeah.
newer
I don't know.
movie.
I don't know exactly what year, but it's not like a viejita like in the 80s or this is
dang.
like in the 2000s.
Wow.
Yeah. If I'll drop down the
Drop it
comment.
down below for our viewers.
Yeah.
Para que la vayan a
Para que se
mirar.
vayan a asustar.
Yeah, but it's like super scary. Like people are like put on there, oh man, I couldn't sleep and this and that because it's
Makes you think.
Yeah. I don't know if I ever said it, but I guess I'll say it now because the only time that I've been really scared like that, it's when I was small and I was scared of. But like just the thought about it, almost like that movie when you're like,
yeah.
watch something, you're like, oh shoot, what if this happens? What if that happened? Yeah, when I was little, like that was, I don't know why, that was one of the first like reactions that I got. That was like, oh, what if this happens to me? So yeah, it took me like, I had to talk to my dad because I remember like at least for 2 weeks or a week, like I couldn't sleep right because I would just be thinking and thinking and thinking. But then after that, like I talked to him and. No. I mean, ever since then, I'm not no more. I mean, whatever
Are you
happens,
sure?
happens.
Are you able to sleep at night?
Well, on me, I can sleep at night. There's other things that probably can trigger the whole situation about me not trying to sleep.
Yeah.
But on that, no. Okay, on the Iva. So what about the eyes though? Maybe they could like.
What's making it so big? No.
Yeah. Like
So
what if like they can see through you or
Maybe
your
they see another
thoughts?
dimension.
Yeah, or your thoughts.
Or do you think they see you like how we see each other, or maybe they see
The
us
same
different?
colors.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You think it's the same? Like,
No, I think it's different just because like animal eyes they see different. So us too. I mean we can't compare that one to that one. So I don't think aliens see the same either.
But I mean, every picture you see, they look kind of like humans. They have the 2 arms, 2 legs.
6 fingers.
You don't see them like
fingers.
an animal, like on.
They have 6
fours.
fingers?
Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
But they have
Well,
really
5
long fingers. don't they?
Four fingers and a thumb, bro, not 6 fingers.
Yeah.
And they
Sorry.
usually have like really long fingers, not también.
Yeah, they have long fingers. What if they really freaking glow like you do?
They point from here over there, y te pegan la cara.
Yeah.
What if, yeah, like literally, what if their finger is almost like, what's the sword of Star Wars? A laser? What's it called?
lightsaber?
Lightsaber? Freaking
Yeah, who knows? There's so much like that. You hear stories that you just don't know what's really to believe
Yeah,
about aliens.
like that Area 51, no? Isn't it supposed to be like
Yeah.
something to do with aliens? Maybe we could go over there and
I mean, I remember
Get abducted.
hearing. Well, I heard 2 versions that like they found something there, so they stayed there, and then there's this other version I heard that they took stuff there, or maybe it's both. Like one's there already, so like let's just start taking the stuff
Yeah.
there. But that's what I heard. I mean, honestly, like no, nunca me ha dado curiosidad. Like, oh, I want to go over there and see.
you didn't go storm Area 51 that one year where
Oh yeah,
everybody was gonna run in there.
it's like a big
No,
like
yeah, I remember
movement
that.
that people are gonna go and
Yeah.
breach
People-
the area.
They were saying if anybody comes close, they're gonna shoot them or something like that.
Yeah, trespassers.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah,
what
no.
in Nevada, no? Or
Yeah,
Arizona, one of those.
One of those. Yeah.
Allá en el desierto.
Nevada area.
I mean, if they're covering it up that much, there got to be something out there.
There's gotta be something
Because
we
I
don't
think
know.
even the satellite images they like blur it out, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the X-Files when you?
That's what I'm gonna tell you.
Oh yeah.
I did, but honestly, I cannot remember like really like the
Me
stories. Like, oh, I remember seeing this there.
I just remember changing it when it would come on because I would be scared of it.
I remember they did do aliens and UFOs
They did,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
That, but like other stories, I cannot.
Yeah, they would do stuff on like extraterrestrial activity and stuff like that. So I would change the channel. I was like, no, I'm not gonna watch this.
So now that you're older, you wouldn't watch it.
Probably.
But, so are you gonna watch that movie you're telling
No, I'll
us?
probably not watch that.
He's not even going to look it up. He's gonna be like,
I'm not even gonna put the name or nothing.
Look, he doesn't want to remember.
That's crazy. Hey, but so another thought is like we don't know how we have pictures. So my thought is like whatever picture there is, I believe it's really out there because how else can you picture this? It's almost like when there's freaking a robbery or something. Hey, can you describe the person? So this person describes, and you just do a template. So like I feel like there's always whatever it's out there made already as an image. It had to be seen once in somebody's life.
Yeah.
Unless it's Photoshop.
But we're talking about years, like even the Aztecs, like the drawings on the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you can't say Photoshop unless somebody can time travel, but
Yeah.
So that's why I feel that like whatever it's already an image, like there had to be somebody to see it, to be able to describe it. And second, where do we get like before? And actually, basically we have the internet now, but before, where was the information at? On a book, right? So somebody had to write it. So how did they get the information? Obviously from mouth of word. So that's why I believe like whatever image is out there, it's a possibility that it was real or it is real.
What if we already came across like some aliens and we just don't know?
Yeah,
Because we don't know how they look.
Yeah, or maybe they're inside data right now, and he's acting normal,
like in Men in Black.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start turning like the guy.
Oh man, would you like to be one of those aliens? Could they start getting bugs from you?
No, not one of those.
Just a normal one. Then?
Yeah, I'll be the dog,
the one that
the
eats.
little dog that's just
the pug.
Yeah. Well, I remember the pug, but I don't remember like its actual like the way it's.
I don't either, but I just remember the little
Yeah, because it turned out. But that was a good one, cannot?
Yeah.
Like it turned out to be good.
Yeah, that was good, and because they had good ones working for them, like in their lab or whatever you call it.
Yeah, we probably seen aliens already, but we've been like flashed for us to
Maybe
forget our memory.
True. That's a possibility.
Who knows? Who knows?
That is a possibility. So, did you guys knew that there is a lawsuit against the government for military or people that served that got basically damaged from UFOs? So they have Havana syndrome. So Havana syndrome, to explain it to you guys, is almost like, if you can picture it, I'm giving you a picture. It's in the movies when they throw a grenade, ya ves que se ponen así like noise. Yeah, or like in the video games se ponen así like I don't know where I'm at. So that's what Havana syndrome it is. So they say that they're basically these UFO, and there's 100 people. So the case is from 100 people that got damaged from this, and they can die instantly or they can live, but depending how much it affect them. But most of the time they still pass away. Doesn't matter. Once they interact with the UFO, basically they pass away pretty soon. And one of the things as well is that their brain basically fries, and they get burnt skin.
Burnt skin.
Mm-hmm.
So how do they know?
No, go for it.
I don't know. Is it like radiation or is it like?
So they're saying that usually the UFOs are mostly shown or they appear in wherever the nuclear weapons are at.
So my question there is, if their brain gets fried, how do they know they saw a UFO?
That's true.
That is true.
Like how do they know that this guy? Say by myself.
I'm thinking there has to be a video or there has to be something out there that basically they know it's not.
They saw a UFO.
That it's not from here. And once, repetitive situation, these 100 people or the people that don't pass away that describe this thing, and it's a UFO. And it's not. I'm not gonna say what style of UFOs because we've seen way different ones now. Mm-hmm. They're triangles or 3 orbs or balloons. So you can't really say how, but basically maybe they describe it. But there's so if they do get this fried or this burnt, think about it almost as the closest thing is a wave. So any of like radio wave. So the radio wave is what a frequency, right? So the radio frequency can't really damages us because it's very low. But think about this frequency being like very
high, like because we're like in a certain spectrum where the frequency that comes out of these radio waves doesn't affect us, but once you're out of that spectrum,
so imagine it has to be pretty high of a frequency, right, for these people maybe to get burnt.
Yeah.
So if an X-ray can see, you can see your bones, like, damn, we're talking about a very high frequency.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. I never heard of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting that there's stuff out there like that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
And the only thing they know, also, Havana syndrome wasn't even really, it's been already known, but they never really put a name to it until 2016. So the reason why the government has been putting out more videos about UFOs is because, again, when they got this lawsuit, it was a mandatory thing for them to show us some proof. And second of all, if 2016 it became the first time they basically put this syndrome or this, the syndrome a name to it, but it's already been known. And I'm guessing because it's been more active now. So 11 places, 11 worldwide sites in the world know about Havana syndrome. So I'm guessing
it's more popular now.
Yeah. So
but do you think it's more popular now because it has a name to it?
Maybe, and because they know where it can come from. Because we're talking about, again, there's frequencies all over us. Like right now, there's frequencies, right? So you're talking about this frequencies very high, as the examples we just talked about. So that's why when they get a case of this, they're like, well, something abnormal had to be here. Because you don't get that nowhere else.
What if it's a frequency from something else, like
for like up in the sky?
No, like say maybe like in a lab or something,
But you're talking about like major energy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like what if someone using so much energy to do, I don't know, like Stranger Things,
I don't know Stranger Things, so you're gonna teach me on that. I mean, there's probably possibility that we're close to it, but we basically don't know. Like me and you, the normals, we're never really gonna know. So, for example, another theory is, okay, when you see something in the sky coming from the universe, usually you see a light, right, coming through the sky, like meteorito, like you can see it actually coming in. Mm-hmm. All right, so why we never had an actual video of a UFO coming into space and showing that glow?
Maybe they don't want to be seen and turn their lights off on their spaceship.
But I mean, it doesn't make sense with our physics. So, for example, we do have video about them coming under the water and going into the water. So you're talking about these things are able to travel under the water pretty fast, and not style. And if you know, like water, it's very hard to spurt out. And another example could be the boats, the propellers. These boats are being used. People go underwater and fix them because of the same thing. The propeller is going, so the water, when it hits, it damages the propeller because, again, the water can't distribute as fast enough. So that's why you see those little bubbles, because it's just impacting the propeller all the time. So it's damaging it, and that's why people go and fix it. So imagine this thing going under the water, for an example. It can, because, it's possible that it could, but we don't know anything that could actually do that. The only thing that comes up to my mind is light. Because think about it. A pool, there's lights underneath, right? But you're able to see the light coming through it. So you're talking about this thing pretty much is going at speed of light to be able to go through this water.
Yeah.
So like these are just examples. They do use radio, well not radio, but thermal imaging. So they have got thermal imaging to these UFOs, these sites that they're not to be known. So for example, do you guys know what is the point of this flame? What's the coolest point of it?
The coolest?
Yeah. The bottom, the top, the middle.
Probably the bottom.
It is. Okay, so the blue part. So our physics...
like a Marlin.
No. So the physics is that the bottom is cool and the top is hot. So that's our physics. But for the UFOs, when they take the thermal image, it's the opposite. The top is cold and the bottom is hot. So how is that possible if our physics...
Wait, the thermal image shows the top as the coldest and the bottom the most coldest spot is dark, and then the most hottest spot
is on the bottom. Yeah, well, the same thing. It's the same thing as this. The coolest spot and being blue is at the bottom, and the hottest part on it is on the top. So it shows more red. But exactly. But our physics, this is how it works. But for them, it's the opposite. Even though we try to do this, it wants to go up, right? It goes up. But for them, no, it stays the coolest on top and the bottom being the...
So it's like the upside down.
Yeah. So how is this possible? So what if they're using some type of like big energy that they're able to make, or light to be able to travel? Because it's so cool. It's, it's only that area.
Could be.
Could be.
Yeah, it could be. Like you said. So...
I mean, I think we are able to think about it because we kind of know combustions and, cars. But even the light, like why the light doesn't hurt us when we see it, but it travels so fast. But if you put your hand right on the light, it burns, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the same thing, like why is that? But we obviously don't see any type of light coming from it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy. I mean, how these things could do so much, but... It's like we can't figure it out. We don't know the resource of how. But so what do you guys think about, why is the government barely bringing it out? Is it true maybe that we're going to see it more? And that's why they're letting us know, like, hey, there could be a mothership out there. And
maybe. I mean,
if they have to bring it out, somebody might have came across something that they... I don't know, maybe they slipped and they said something to somebody else. Así como empiezan los chismes. And now they have to like cover it. Because if they're getting, como se dice, like lawsuits against them, then that means that somebody, like you said, somebody must have seen something. So it must be true. And then that now they have to pretty much bring out evidence so that everybody knows. Like if somebody gets burnt with radiation or that Havana syndrome, that way people know what it is.
Right.
That maybe like, oh, it's not just a simple burn. It's something different. To go take. If you see like a little burn, you're like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'll just carry it in. Yeah, but if you have like a big illness like that, then yeah, you have to go like the doctors or something and get it checked out.
Right. So it's almost like we know. We don't know, but what we've seen is like the nuclear weapon, right? Like how much damage it does, and is the reason why is because there's so much impact in that little thing. Once it ignites, it's just a big old, like it's almost like the frequency of it. That's what damages you.
Yeah.
And as we can tell on that one, again, we don't know, but from what they've shown us, when it hits you, like maybe if it's me, I don't know, but you guys never seen that they show like a skeleton when the wave hits?
No.
But it's just such a big impact. So I think the way the frequencies work as well, why it was discovered, is because they put a light they spark into a coil and they ignite it just with one wire and the other, and it became that blue spark. And they put another type of
Is
wire.
that coil called? Isn't it called like a Tesla coil or?
I don't know. I'm not sure how a Tesla coil works. Maybe maybe it's the same way. So imagine like this impact of energy is being produced and it shows a spark, and then this person that came with that discovered it had another part of a wire like this to it. So he saw it lit up a bulb, or it lit up basically, or it made a spark over here now. And he's like, well, how was that possible? Because of the frequency that he pushed out. But I don't know. I'm just seeing what you guys think.
If they're talking about it,
if it's not.
If they're talking about it, I feel like it's true.
I didn't even hear about it, so.
No, yeah.
I mean, if it's out there, people are writing about it, reporting about it, then I feel like it has to be, some part of it has to be true.
Right. Right. I mean,
unless people are just trying to go after the government. Maybe they didn't get their...
did you guys just hear about like the whole Powerball? Somebody won like the Powerball and now they're just getting sued. So it's basically you're able to sue this person because it's up in the air. It cannot even be true, but because somebody puts a lawsuit out there that, hey, an obvious one, that, hey, this ticket was stolen from me, you have to go to court. And you have to prove if it was or if it wasn't. And then this guy has to basically waste his time until they finally figure out that this other person was lying or telling the truth. So, yeah, obviously it's out there. And somebody's trying, win the case or defend it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anything with the UFO or any little stories you guys have, or maybe did I trip you out too much, or like I don't want to say anything because
no, I mean, as far as UFOs, I've never seen one.
Right.
I mean, obviously, what's on in the internet, like videos of people posting stuff.
Yeah.
But I've heard stories from my dad when he would go to work, se iba temprano, like at 2 or 3 in the morning, and right there where we live, it's dark in some parts. There's no lights, like street lights.
Yeah.
And he said that he would be driving to work and he miraba like bright lights. Que nomás salían like for a little bit y luego se iban. And he's like, what else could it be? It's not an airplane.
Right.
So those are the only things that I kind of like heard of as UFOs.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, yeah, I mean, if it's something really bright that you have never seen before, it's going to catch your eye.
Right.
I mean, what else could it be?
The only thing we know, it's basically the stars, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, what I've seen, I mean, stars are very powerful. I mean, the sun is a star and it's very powerful. So having something that bright in here in the earth, I mean, it would basically cause an issue.
Because if it was like a star, I don't think it would really like catch your attention that much, But if it's like something, he said it was like a big bright light.
Yeah, like not even the biggest, brightest star will catch your attention like that.
Yeah.
Especially because it's not damaging anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just standing there.
But he said it was only there for a little bit and then se fue, like de volada. So it's like.
So what would you do in that case? Would you actually stay there and stare at it, or would you walk away?
I mean, I feel like as a person, we're kind of like intrigued by it. It's like, oh, what really is it? So you're gonna stay and look. I feel like people are gonna
start recording.
Yeah.
What if it started moving close to you?
And then that's when you start like, oh, okay, I might back up and put it in reverse.
Imagine you called to work. I didn't go to work because I saw this big bright thing and it was following me.
I'm like, oh, you too?
Dang, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy. But I feel like as a person, your first instinct is to look and kind of investigate what it is. So I feel like if I was to see it, I would probably like stare and see what it was. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
So like if somebody gets inducted, I mean, we only seen them by whatever movies and stuff. So they always show us a light. So I mean, again, I think the light, like that's the fastest to be known. I mean, for us regular humans. So for that light to be able to carry someone or transfer someone, I mean, you're talking about almost, again, like time traveling. What if time traveling, that's what it is? Like, you have to go super fast or faster than light, or be able to light to be able to transfer like that.
Yeah. Like in Back to the Future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I've seen like, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but like I've seen in like, you know, in movies, sometimes like I feel like there's like little like waves when they're abducting them.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if it's something to do with that too, like some kind of like
frequency
wavelengths or something.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the same thing, but yeah, it's not just the lights. Like there's like little waves you can see. So,
Yeah. So I mean, we're talking about like that's a whole lot of energy to be able to do that.
Definitely.
Not
And it's not energy that just somebody can produce. You know, something out there has to.
Or maybe we could produce it, but we don't know.
What if these people that go through that become superhumans? You know, like Spider-Man probably went through that or something, or you know.
Hey.
So it wasn't the spider that big.
That's the government covering it.
So
So the question is, do you think there's other do you believe in aliens
or anything out there?
Personal,
I would say,
that you've seen, like personal?
No, I mean,
Personally?
honestly, like you said, I think I would be intrigued about seeing something. And honestly, I've looked before, like even a shooting star, like I've looked before in the sky just to see it. So I know it, like I'm that person that just looks up there to try and see something like that. I mean, how would we react? I would probably react the same, like, oh, cool. But then I would start freaking out if I see it once in a while. Like I saw it today, a couple of days later, I see it again. And then it keeps repeating itself. Well, I'm going to freak out. I'm like, damn, this thing new. I saw it, and now it's following me. So, I think if that movie shows something like that, imagine, we haven't even watched it and we're already talking about all this. And so I think we will freak out, right? Because like, damn, like we talked about this on the podcast and this movie just showed us all this. We haven't even seen it.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
Yeah. What about you, David? Do you believe, or have you seen anything? Any stories?
I don't. I haven't seen anything. But I don't think we're by ourselves here. You know, there's probably stuff out there that we don't know.
Right now, and sorry to cut you off, but to give you an example, somebody just brought something out on how deep is our ocean. And I'm mentioning this because I just talked about something going underneath the water so fast that nothing can go out there.
Yeah, and I had heard something like the ocean is like the one thing that's not that explored. Like, you know, space, people go out there all the time, explore it. The one thing that's not as explored is our ocean.
Yo por eso no voy a cruise ships, because I'm like, forget that.
Pero quieres ir a Cancún?
Well, yeah, but me quedo at the outskirts. No me voy para allá. Nah, and Titanic's not even that deep. No. I mean, that video, if you haven't seen it, check it out. That video shows you like, you know, the Eiffel Tower. You seen it already? Yeah, like it showed you like a bunch of...
Even like the tallest building, what's it called?
The one from Dubai?
Needle?
Yeah.
No, the one from Dubai.
The Burj Khalifa or something like that.
Like it shows you like where it can reach. Yeah. I'm not sure if that think it's like accurate, meaning like all the ocean, because I think it does say Pacific Ocean. So I don't know if it was like from somebody from this side or somebody by the Pacific Ocean that was able to do that. So I don't know if like Atlantic and all those other oceans are the same, or if Pacific is the deepest one.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like you. Like I'm you. The one thing that scares me is the ocean. Yeah, because I just don't know what's under there.
Yeah. Well, we talked. Was it you, David, or was it you, Eric, that we were like, man? No, it was you when you were like, I hated not scuba, but the other one, snorkeling, because I didn't know what was coming.
Yeah, I just don't like knowing what's not under where I can't see.
Like you can't see it.
And we're, like you said, I think we're more scared because we, like, there's not that much information to know. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Like, we see these creatures, you know, some creatures, but we obviously don't see them that often, only by picture.
Yeah. And I think there was a report, just to, like, kind of keep on the same subject. There was a report or a video that I saw that, you know, there was, like, in the beach in Miami, they show, like, a little, like, part of it. And there was like all these different sharks underneath the water, like where the people were swimming, and the people didn't even know because they couldn't see.
Oh, shit.
But there was like an aerial view, and you could see like all these little sharks.
Like aerial view or with the drones now? Well, a lot of
Yeah.
people have been using drones.
Yeah, like a
now.
drone footage, but it was like you could just see like a bunch of little sharks everywhere, and the people were already swimming like como si nada.
See, that's stuff that scares me
Yeah.
from the
Just like the
ocean.
stuff that you know, like
Yeah.
just the like creatures, like the regular creature sharks and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's scary, but I think I guess I think the bigger picture, whatever. I don't know. I mean, if yes, I've been in the ocean. I'm like, oh, she was a shark, but like being at the outskirts, I know it's a possibility. But going in the ocean, deep ocean, is like you don't know. You don't even know if this ship can actually handle this ocean because. The magnitude, and obviously if we just
Like
set
too much pressure.
like we know water can distribute that easily. It's like, I mean, water is a very, very, I don't know, like nothing to play with, because I think they're even doing like cutting. You're able to cut. I don't know if you guys seen it, but you're able to cut something with water with so much pressure.
Oh yeah.
Like a
pressure
power-
washer.
Yeah, like a pressure washer, but now they're like doing it almost like nice cuts, nice even cuts, like through rock, through gold, like anything, So we know water's very resistant.
Oh yeah, very powerful.
So, yeah, that's why I'm more scared of that, like the deeper ocean.
So you just put your feet in the water, nomás.
Nah, tampoco, pero like I think the craziest even for me is like in the airplane, because you're like going over this ocean and you don't know how deep, the guys, like how deep you are.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather go on land because yes, I can nomás me voy a dar el desmadre and the ocean
If you
is
land on ocean, you could probably
survive.
survive.
Like it's more likely to survive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
the impact. Or something.
So that's why for me, I'd rather land in land than ocean than an airplane.
So you wouldn't go on a cruise? Not even from here to like Ensenada, or like Long
San
Beach.
Diego. Don't they do like San Diego ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they do, like you said, Ensenada, Rosarito,
Yeah.
and I think they're even Puerto Vallarta. They
Yeah,
and
but I
then
think like
come
for us, the
back.
closest is like Ensenada.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna say no.
But I mean,
That's
you would
weird.
probably be like thinking about it, like, oh shoot, something goes
I
down.
just would be like in the middle of the cruise ship, I don't go see the ocean and stuff. I just stay there in the middle. But to go all the way to like the other side, I don't think I'll do that one.
You want to get on
then,
the Titanic? Aren't they remaking it?
Yeah, they're gonna redo it the same.
You want to go on that?
England to New York.
now I'm thinking about it. For me to go to freaking Europe, you have to go through the ocean, and we are gonna pass through a very deep body of water. So yo creo la pensara.
Just take a bunch of like NyQuil or whatever.
What's it called,
Knock yourself
things?
out.
The Dramamine.
Yeah, I
Para dormir
guess.
todo el vuelo. All like 12 hours.
Maybe. Nah, so más. Depends where you go, but
Well,
I think
I
it's
know
more
the longest was like Asia, no? Like yeah, like I think Thailand, Japan.
20-something hours.
like that's the longest.
I think so.
Yeah. So another little fun fact with that. Do you know like Australia for us it was a continent and now it's not? They made
Oh,
that
it's not?
official in 2021.
Really?
Yeah, it's called something else.
So it's not a continent. So we only have like what
6 continents?
So you know how back in our day it was Australia was actually when
Yeah.
you wrote it down as a test it was Australia as the continent, but not no more.
Oh, it has a
It's called
different
something
name?
name.
Oh.
different name now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they just did it in
Oh, isn't it
2021.
like Oceania or something like that?
Yeah, Oceania. Because like the other
Little islands.
states or little islands were saying like we're not part of Australia. Like why you call us Australia? Like you should.
I wonder if
call
they're going to do
us-
that for Africa.
Oh yeah, have you seen that splitting again? Like that's like there's a big old gap and there's actually water running through it. Yeah, like it's basically splitting by itself now.
Oh, wow.
Pero pues that's a little just fun facts there, Hopefully, I didn't throw you guys off. You're like, what the hell? Maybe your brain fried a little bit
now.
there.
Yeah, that's a lot of information.
Yeah.
If it's real or not, who knows? It's up in the air. It's just aquí cotorreando from, these known topics to maybe not a known topic or not a common
All this
topic.
is new to me, so
Yeah, maybe we'll see what the viewers say.
Yeah.
Write down in the comments.
Yeah.
Pero lo que sí sabemos que Mexico is going to go play on Monday against Japan. So,
I'm forward to watch
and
that.
también los fanáticos de fútbol. They're going to watch this video,
yeah.
right? And it's ya va a pasar, pero this weekend es the Clásicos de Clásicos.
Clásico.
And which one are you guys
Van a
talking
agarrar mis
about?
chivitas.
He's talking about Chivas.
Chivas América. Va a ganar Chivas. Claro.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really watch that one, to be honest. I'd rather watch the...
You do watch it just
I
to
do watch
freaking
it.
bug me like last time. Que,
No,
yeah, you
did
do
I?
just to chat me stuff encima. Like last time, one of the clásicos where Memo Ochoa supposedly got the ball out.
Yeah, but to be honest, it's not like something that I'm like, oh, I have to like watch it.
But you watch it just to bug me.
No, I was
because
like-
you're like, nah, he took it out. And I was like, I even sent you a screenshot, and I was like, look, bro, the ball went in.
Perdón, dime si quieres que las Chivas ganen mañana. Ojalá que ganen. My example, what I'm trying to say is like, I'd rather watch the Spain Classic. Real Madrid and Barcelona.
But that's not even like fun anymore.
Not anymore. I feel
Why?
like-
Because Messi left? Like, it's going to be
like
other Victor
Ronaldo
Messi.
left, Messi,
Yeah,
like,
Who are you watching now?
yeah.
There's still like good players. You cannot say
The
there's no
best
good
thing,
players
I think
anymore there.
The most thing that they've hyped up is that Barcelona's gonna come out with like Rosalia's jersey.
I'm gonna burn you guys right now. I'm gonna be like, guys, down in the comments which Clásico's better, Real Madrid,
Chivas
Barcelona, or Chivas America. You guys are right down there.
I would go see Real Madrid Barcelona too, like if I could, over Chivas America.
Yeah.
No, but first Chivas America.
No, you already said it. We haven't recorded it.
First Chivas America.
No.
But not like
You're saying that because it's the easiest access to you,
No.
probably.
I'm saying that because
You're saying that of heart.
yeah, from art, like I just
So why you didn't go tomorrow? Why you didn't go tomorrow, Mister from
I
heart?
was looking at tickets, but they sell out fast.
Yeah, and then you have to get your little
Fan ID.
card again. Damn, that's like so. Literally, you guys. If we do go, I'm saying you guys, but the possibility of you guys doing it first is higher. So you will have to go like a day, spend it there, figure out the fan ID to be able to go to the game.
Or you could do that before through your
'cause
phone.
I did it before. I was the only one that had it.
Eric's the only one that did it.
And it's easy. You just log in, you put in your information, yeah. You take a picture.
¿Qué pasó?
He didn't believe me. I was like, oh, you got to do it. He's like, no, I don't know how to do it.
Big
I'll be
brother
cool.
knows everything.
I was already inside and they were still trying to figure it out.
Oh, why you didn't tell me this last week, David?
Yeah, I forgot.
No hacen caso.
All of us were outside.
Yeah.
Damn. He was like, forget you guys. You guys don't believe me? Fine.
Yeah.
And then what? They weren't calling you like, Harry, where did you get the website or anything?
I was sharing the.
We
It was a
all-
QR
yeah.
code. You just had to scan, and I was just sharing it to everybody.
We just had to show it. They didn't even scan it.
Yeah.
So we were just showing it
They
instead
just
of
wanted to
Eric's
see that
name.
you did it.
But at the end, we didn't even need it. We let in.
Bueno, pues, yes. But I thought, because I didn't know how it worked, I thought you guys would have to go over there and spend a day at least trying to get this
No,
fine.
it's easy.
Yeah, it's quick.
But like, so can you only apply for it if you have a ticket, or anybody can apply for it?
I don't even think it asks you like for the ticket information.
Damn, so it's not even that
It's
secure.
just something for you to register.
So it's not even that secure then.
No,
Like-
you can like make up a name.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
But you got
But you have, no, I don't think you can make up a name because you have to take a picture of your
yeah, you got to take a picture of yourself.
of your license
Like a-
or like a passport and something
Yeah.
too. No.
I think you have to do like a selfie. I mean,
But I think so.
but they don't even scan it, so like they don't really like put it into a system.
I think they didn't scan it that time because it wasn't like
Ya
very-
están todos enojados ustedes y eran un montón against one guy. Can't see that.
Yeah.
Ah, bueno.
But back to the Clásico, who are you guys going for? Real Madrid or Barcelona?
Well, you know, I go Barcelona. We know your favorites over there, Real Madrid. I don't know
Yeah, I go
why.
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Even though if you say they don't have good players right now.
I just don't feel like it's like as exciting as it was back then with Messi and Ronaldo. Because you had
And not just
Piqué.
but not just that. Like, sorry, but the coaches also put stuff into it when it was Mourinho and Pep Guardiola. Like, you know,
I don't know how true you guys are. Well, at least David, because you le invitaba, let's go watch a Clásico, and David like,
well, I would work at those times.
No es
too.
cierto.
Yeah, I would. I remember I would have to work. I mean, I could have asked for it off, but I mean,
Is it going to be on Sunday or Saturday?
Yeah, Sunday at 1 p.m.
well, let's go see it Sunday then.
Let's go.
Vamos a ver al Real Madrid.
Look at his face.
Mejor vamos a verle las Chivas.
No, the Chivas tomorrow.
Yeah.
So who's gonna win? Okay, so what's the prediction?
Chivas gonna
For
win.
Chivas?
Yeah, but what? How many goals or what?
2-1
Well,
Chivas.
penales,
win 3-1.
penales again.
Yeah.
All right, then. Well, thank you guys for coming.
No, thank you.
Hopefully you
for
guys
having
se pueden dormir con los angelitos hoy.
I will.
These will help.
No se estresen las Vikis. Bueno, ya dijiste. No, but I appreciate you guys coming.
Well, thank
thanks
you.
for having us.
Y como decíamos antes, no se van, pues está bien. Está bien porque pues aquí hacemos cotorreo para la gente de SPC.
Yeah.
So shout out to everybody. Thank you again. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And
Yeah,
thank
don't
you for-
forget to
leave a comment if you guys have any comments on the stories of UFOs or who's gonna win, Chivas or America
anything.
Yep. Or Barcelona.
or Real Madrid.
Barcelona.
Or even the Clásico Real Madrid Barcelona.
Which
Even
one
as
is the
how it was.
Clásico? No, true.
I guess it is exciting.
So I was thinking about it, I was like, is it even, I mean, I guess you do say click, thank you for clicking on this video, but I was like, what if you watch it on TV? You don't click on it, you press
Yeah, you
on
do.
it, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Got you on that one. But what in your phone too? You click, tap, you tap.
Okay, well, click tab, whatever.
Yeah, click tab.
Yeah,
Which
or
the
press.
Pushing the button.
Yeah, I think we'll be the first ones to say that like that,
Yeah.
Press, click, and tap on this video. Thank you for doing all that.
Yep.
Yep.
Thank
And
you, everybody.
And don't forget to hit that or smash that like button.
Smash the like button
Smash
yeah.
the like button.
and tap the subscribe button.
And press and click.
And press the alerts.
The bell.
Notifications.
Oh yeah, notifications.
All right, well, les cerramos con esto. Thank you again, guys. Y
All right.
ahí nos vemos.
Thank you.
Later.
Yeah, bye.
Peace.